since we're at the Grizzly Rose, we like to play this game called Would You Rather. It's just one question.
All right.
It's simple.
Would you rather drink whiskey or beer?
Man, I don't know. I like a good whiskey, but I like beer, man. I like wine beer. I like them all. I don't know. It's hard.
I don't discriminate.
I don't either.
Yeah, I really don't.
Very, I give forgiving to all of them. But I like a good beer, man, and a good wine and a really good whiskey is really. I love sipping. It's really good.
Hillbilly Live.
You didn't come ready with a drink after that?
No, I'm ready. I just have to point out, I was so nervous to talk to Phil Vassar that day. I was so nervous because I grew up with his music. I know what that man's capable of. He's written some hits for so many people.
I know.
I was scared to talk to him, but he was so nice. He was so kind. But I thought this is a day I possibly faint.
I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah.
Not that day, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all, I'm Amber Parker.
I'm Brian Taylor.
And this is Hillbilly Live. Welcome to our 15-minute morning show.
Whether you're a property owner or a facility manager, make sure your building is safe and running on time with Life Safety Consultants. They specialize in replacement fire alarms and system clocks for office buildings, schools, hospitals, universities, and government facilities. Life Safety Consultants stocks a wide array of products at affordable prices. Keep your building protected with the Internet's leader in commercial fire alarms and replacement parts. Visit lifesafetycom.com. That's lifesafetycom.com.
Yes.
Thank
you, Life Safety Consultants. Thank you. I'm also clapping for myself because, Amber, I just want to point out, I really made a great Jack and Coke.
Oh, cheers to that. Mine's not Jack today. I emptied that bottle.
I'm not surprised.
I still have the free one that they accidentally gave me from the Walmart.
Amber, we don't need to keep bringing this up because I don't need the law enforcement showing up to your house for you stealing whiskey from a Walmart in Illinois and taking it to Alabama.
I can't help it if they charged me wrong.
Look! It was like a mutual thing. It was a mutual stealing.
It was a misunderstanding,
and on their part, completely their part. Anyway, we're backtracking. Sorry.
I can't help they charged me wrong. Not my fault. Anyway, tell us about
Lucky. So this popped up in my memories today. 6 years ago was probably one of the best days of my life because I got to meet and stand next to one of my first crushes growing up, Faith Hill. I still don't know how Tim McGraw pulled her. I really don't.
I get that you may have had a large crush on Faith Hill.
Oh, it was massive.
However,
it was like that big. You can't even see my hands on the screen.
However,
that big.
However, the most excited person in this picture is not you.
It's Michelle.
It is Michelle.
It's Michelle.
That is Michelle's excited about life face. You don't always see that much of her teeth. That's every bit of Michelle's teeth.
She was standing next to Tim McGraw. I get it.
From Faith Hill. That Michelle won that picture.
I felt I did, but yes, I know what you're saying.
That doesn't have anything to do with you. It's like you weren't even there. Like that could be cropped 3-person picture because that's just Michelle, Tim McGraw, and Faith Hill. Those are only people in that picture.
Amber, I could crop that a different way, just me and Faith. I could crop those two out and just keep me and Faith.
Nope. Michelle is that picture. Michelle is that. She's the happiest person in that picture.
I hate you. Why can't you let me have my moment? 6 years ago, that was a big day for me, and you're ruining this. I mean, I wouldn't shit on your parade.
Look at your beautiful wife and how happy she is.
You and Shania, I wouldn't shit on your parade.
You would if Bridget was more excited to be there than I was.
I would.
Yeah, you would.
I would.
So,
but it's how a lot of women get though when they meet Tim McGraw. I don't know why he's old. I mean, he's not decrepit. I get it, but he's getting old.
He's an Indian outlaw. Okay. Don't take the
Is that
girl.
what they did? Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That was probably racially insensitive. We should end my cat. Let's talk about my cat.
What's your
So
cat
this
doing?
she's in a bag, and this was just the last picture I had of her. My story isn't about this bag. So this little angel baby, is also the terror
Yes, I don't know why you call her an angel baby.
because she's a little baby. She's
Causes problems.
Sonia. Of course, she's smiling. She's sandwiched between Tim and Faith. See, it's a sandwich.
She didn't care about meeting Faith. She really didn't.
Anyway, so I have a problem with the cat. So we have a garden, and we have been having a bountiful harvest lately. And she likes to jump up on the island in the kitchen and get the tomatoes or the jalapenos or whatever. And so I've been trying to keep them from her, but we want to keep them like there so we can see them, so we remember to eat them and we don't stick them somewhere out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, and they can go bad.
So I put them in a bowl. I'm like, okay, she's just rolling them off the counter. I put them in a bowl. It'll be fine.
She's a cat, though. She can jump up on the counters easily, I'm sure.
Right, but I thought maybe she wouldn't roll them off out of the bowl, right? She bit everyone trying to get them out of the bowl.
Good for her. And Amber, she's hunting.
Yesterday morning.
And you putting that stuff in a bowl gave her a little bit more.
Yesterday morning, I woke up with a jalapeno in my shoe. This morning, I tripped over a cucumber. And then after that, I found another cucumber on the floor across the room.
I would say you're having a very adventurous days in your house, but I mean, I feel that's the opposite of that.
Yeah. It's like it's the weirdest food fight ever. Ever.
Hillbilly Live.
All right. So, big news lately. Scandalous ordeal. Tyler Childers released new music and a new music video.
I don't know if it's scandalous. I mean, I think it's like, weeding out some stupidity. But I mean, I wouldn't call it scandalous.
It's not scandalous at all. It's very innocent. What's the name of the song again?
In Your Love.
In Your Love. Tyler Childers. Here's a little clip of the video.
We're just meant to go long enough to find what we were chasing after. I believe I found it here in your love.
The part where they were kissing wasn't the chorus, so I didn't pull that part. But they're boyfriends. They're in love.
But I get what he's showing. He's showing the story of coal miners, two guys. They happen to fall in love, but it paints a picture of what happens to a lot of coal miners as well. They get black lung and they die. It's horrible. It's piss poor horrible. But I mean, he took a risk on the actors he used.
It's a great song.
Great song, great story. It really is. You got to look past, your own issues. I mean, because you can't judge other people. You just can't. I mean, we're all in this together, and I mean, I'm a Hank Jr. Disciple myself, and I believe, I say grace and I say ma'am, and if you don't, it's all right. It's all right to be different. Embrace it.
When I first moved to the South, I was from Illinois, from the Midwest. Ma'am isn't a big thing there. Sir and ma'am is not a big thing. And when
y'all are raised wrong.
When I first moved to the South, it just wasn't. It wasn't a habit for me to say sir or ma'am. I would just say yeah, and that's not appropriate either. Apparently,
it's respectful, Amber. It's respectful.
I was raised in a different place, an entirely different set of rules as far as respect goes. So, sir and ma'am,
there is that.
I do it now. Someone will say Amber, and I'll say ma'am. Like it's a question, ma'am. I get it now. I've been here long enough. I get it.
You're learning. You're learning well.
I'm trying. I think I could pull off getting the Texas flag right side up, but How many shows do you think it's been upside down at?
And apparently he's hanging up a flag everywhere.
Upside down.
Upside down.
My apologies to the great state of Texas. Short of stopping the show and taking a 20-minute intermission, if you guys will forgive me tonight, I'll make it up to you a little bit later tonight, all right?
White on top, right? The white stripe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those on the
Yeah.
left.
But every state he's been in, he's been hanging up the state flag. But yeah, Texas, I mean, yeah, say that again.
The state that he's in.
Yeah, he's hanging up
the
state
Texas
flag in every state he's in.
State.
Now you're with me. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So he played in Texas. So obviously you hang up a Texas flag. You don't want to hang up any other flag. You're in Texas. But if you're going to be in Texas and hang up a flag,
it's to be right side up.
Yeah. And do you think that person got fired that had that job? Because it's not that hard of a job to know how a state flag is supposed to go. I mean there's a thing called Google. You can look, ask questions.
Well, and you would think that it would be obvious, like top and bottom on the flag. Don't they have an obvious top and bottom? Like, wouldn't it have been backwards too? Like,
no.
Had it backwards?
No.
Are you sure?
You should just know.
Backwards?
You should just
know.
I'm
not from Texas.
As long as the flag is right side, it's fine. It's not backwards.
The Illinois flag is an eagle, so that's easy to know if it's upside down, if the eagle is upside down. This doesn't have it's just stripes. So it could be easy to mess up.
No, it's not. It's not. As a Texan, it's not. It's not.
Maybe that person is not a Texan, sir.
Well, again, Google and ask questions.
Ma'am. So I think this is probably one of the coolest things because, Lainey Wilson, she grew up, in our time, full of strawberry wine, right? Deana Carter,
great song.
Right?
Great song.
So how cool of all people, Deana Carter, to cover your song.
Drinking watermelon milk.
Come on, girl.
Cut the bird with the little line. Parking back in them cut-to vines. I was his and every bit of that boy's mine.
So cute.
But we all have to agree, watermelon moonshine is this generation's strawberry wine. I mean, they are identical, just different, but identical.
I'm ready. I'm here for this duet, like this duet in life. Lainey Wilson, Deana Carter.
Oh, so you want them to just record a duet of that song?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
do. Or like a CMT Crossroads. Only they're both country.
That'd be fine. I'd be fine with that. I don't mind a crossroads of a 90s artist and a today's artist. Come on with it. Come on. Make all of us really happy and satisfied.
I think it would be cool. Did I shave my legs for this? You hear Lainey Wilson singing, did I shave my legs for this?
I didn't, by the way. I didn't.
I don't doubt
that. Hillbilly Live.
That's why Michelle smiles so big at Tim McGraw, because he probably did.
So this is how you make an enemy right here. You want neighborhood people to hate you. This is it.
Can I be honest with you for a second? Can we talk about ice cream trucks and neighborhoods? There's an ice cream truck that comes through our neighborhood maybe once a month. I hear it. And I hear it from inside my house. I hear it coming. And I get excited and I go to our little bowl that has some cash in, and I run and I get my cash and I go running
the little fat kid's so happy inside of you some days.
I go running outside and then I see it.
What's wrong with it? Are you about to put down somebody's business?
It looks like their main business might be human trafficking. It doesn't look like a
Oh
truck
Lord.
that I want to walk up to while other people aren't around.
So you
Doesn't
just
look
went
like
way off topic, kind of, sort of.
No,
You're comparing ice cream trucks to child trafficking trucks.
I
That's
didn't
not
go
the
off
case here,
topic.
Amber.
I didn't go off topic. Their music is fine. It makes me want to come to the truck until I see the truck.
All right, so this happened in a neighborhood in New Jersey. Apparently, somebody was upset about the music, so they called and complained. But here's the problem: I could see if it was going through the neighborhood at 10 o'clock at night. Problem: you don't want to hear that.
What music are they?
It's in the middle of the afternoon.
What's
Hot
music?
ass July. People need to be cool.
Are they playing WAP? What are they playing?
I don't know. I don't know. It didn't specify what they're playing, but
Maybe
I guess it's just typical jingle
that's
jangle ice cream
maybe
music.
it's not ice cream music is the problem.
But it's still the middle of the afternoon.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they're playing a little WAP in the middle of the afternoon in the fancy neighborhood. And mom's like, ain't no WAP in this neighborhood.
But again, that's how you're hated. That's how you get hated on the Facebook pages of neighborhood pages right there. That's how you get called out by everybody, because I would hate my neighbor if they ruin the ice cream truck here.
I would be glad.
I hate you.
So I want a safe neighborhood.
Hillbilly Live.
There's a snake in my yard, and I'm afraid of it.
You're afraid of ice cream trucks too, apparently.
I'm afraid of a lot of things. If I told you about my fear of
know.
dishwashers, because we can go into that later. Anyway, there's a snake in my yard. I'm very nervous about it. It's probably fine because you know most snakes aren't dangerous. But there is one. I saw it the other day. And so now I'm like, where's it at? Like I can see where it comes from. And I saw it one day whittling its way along the fence. But it's like, where else do you go?
All snakes
Where else do you go?
Bad to me.
Huh?
All snakes are bad to me.
Well, that's the thing. I can't tell.
All of
I can't tell.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Tell one from the other. So this is my fear every time I go anywhere in my yard. I'm like, what, who, what?
Well, now you have to watch out for when you're walking into your house.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't know this.
Look. I got fear. Hold on. Hold on. Do you see it? Up there on the door. He's opening the door. It's right there. Ooh.
I got fear.
Ooh. I mean, that'd be me. That'd be me too. I would fall on my ass. I mean, of course, I'd also probably get up off my behind after I fell, and I'd burn the house down. I would. I'd burn it down immediately.
Do you have a Ring doorbell?
We got a camera. We do.
Yeah, so do we.
But I hate snakes. I hate them. Only good snake is a dead snake.
I thought chickens were supposed to keep snakes away. And, you know, where it's coming from is right where those chickens should be keeping it from coming.
Chickens are a special kind of stupid, Amber. They're a special kind of stupid.
So there was a chicken in my yard when I was talking to my mom on Saturday. And I sent her a picture of it. And she goes, oh, that's a banty rooster. She goes, it'll chase you. And
you're like, oh, I know it will.
It keeps coming back. And this isn't even the one that chased me. She goes, don't let it get.
So they got multiple chicken chasers?
Oh, there's all kinds of chickens over there. And this one, and I text my neighbor and let her know that he was over here because my mom said it's a rooster. So it's a boy. And she goes, yeah, he hasn't been feeling very good. I'm like, does that mean he's going to chase me harder? Like,
everything you talk about on a daily basis describes Alabama perfectly.
That's where I live.
In my head. I love it.
Welcome. You know what? And this reminded me of Alabama too. The bathtub. We're in the bathtub. And there's electric rock. There's, you know, you would think electrical box of water, maybe not a great idea. But
Amber, back in the day, though, they built things differently. They built things differently. They had different rules, different thinking. It was just,
so my house,
it was stupidity. They didn't know.
my house was built in 2001. So 22 years ago. And my electrical box, the box with all the breakers, electricity, is outside.
Where it should be, out in the garage.
No. It's not in the garage. It's outside.
Oh, Lord.
It's on the outside of the garage.
So it's on the outside of the house.
Outside, where it rains.
See,
Mm-hmm. So
again, I'm just going to go back to what I said. Things were different back then, Amber. They had different rules, different regulations. And I bet you that might have been a high-class upgrade, too. Put the electrical box right there in the shower with me in case I need to flip a switch while I'm in there.
Yeah.
How'd they die? Well, long story.
Well, and mine, makes it easy for robbers and thieves and kidnappers. Hey, let's put the electric box on the outside of the house so that they can
just
go
turn
ahead
it
and
off.
cut it off easy.
And then break in.
Oh,
Lord. I'm glad you own a gun.
All right, y'all. That's it. That's our 15-minute morning show. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Monday. Coming back for a new week. Look at you. Good job. Be sure to tell your friends about our show. Lie to them if you have to. Tell them how fun we are.
Stay away from ice cream trucks. You heard it here first from Amber.
Beware. All right, y'all. You can read all these stories, watch all these videos at hillbillylive.com. We'll be back tomorrow, God willing. Until then, drink up because we're gonna. Okay.